to understand where every opinion matters.
Our topic for today is
COVID,
mask, and wardens.
what is the coronavirus and where did the virus come from?
I was watching a movie and they were saying something about pigs. It come from pigs.
I come from bats. I come from a lab. No, but I believe they have COVID there. But sometimes, like everything you eat has to be fake.
rum bringing corona.
It's not the rum bringing the corona, it's the people.
The rum.
So only
the
rum
gathering.
that only the bad
Everyone is in a virus.
not everybody if you have a shop and your shop selling rum, you have to block the rum. You cannot sell the rum. You mustn't sell rum to nobody. Drink, they drunk. They're going to be there. They're not going to listen. So
Tourism is our main focus in St.
yeah, but
If that's the sacrifice. Sacrifice what?
yeah, but if we don't tourism,
You
you're
don't
not going to
understand
get
the
the
whole
money.
situation has to close the borders. Look at how many unemployed people we will have in the country.
The wardens.
Wardens are just pointless. Because we are all grown folks.
You have too many views on that.
We only people on our back to tell us to wear a mask. Put a mask, what the name on a book. We are grown people, we have to take responsibility on our own. It's our life at stake. It's not, we only put together our back to wear a mask. We are grown enough to know. We need to wear a mask, social distancing.
Like Solar said, I think they are pointless. Because we big enough to know they have to put a mask. And there are some wardens. They tell you who they want, put a mask. I experienced it. Not they're not making any sense, sir, but they're not making any sense.
It kind of makes sense because they're employed now. They have a job. This virus is plaguing with the lives of our country. So let's take it to the streets to hear the people's voices.
I believe that the COVID-19, we all can agree that we're living in very uncertain times where we're required to do a number of things for our own benefit and for the benefit of other people. One of them would be wearing a mask. And to really push that, to ensure that it happens, the wardens were appointed to take on that role. And their role specifically is to enforce a specific thing, to make sure that a specific action is taken. In regards to the whole warden situation, I would say that maybe the justice system isn't the best at the moment to suit it. I think the wardens are doing a good job of asking people to wear their mask or forcing them to wear their mask, as they should be doing. But however, if we know St. Lucian culture and the way that people just do not like to follow the rules, I don't think that the wardens are equipped, or I would say it would be better or more preferential to say that they should be given better resources to do their work. I think in relation to the justice system, maybe a ticketing system would work. Instead of the arresting of people, the charging of people, throwing them in jail, stuff like that. I think maybe a system where when you catch people without wearing a mask, you give them a ticket of a particular fee, not so substantial to the average poor person, but instead of going along almost similar to harassment, yeah, that's my view.
So my views on COVID and the mask and the wardens and the way it's affecting us, we can't run away from the fact that it's affecting everybody, no jobs, money coming through, so everybody's crying, in regard to the mask and thing, we have to support it, if that's what some of the things they say that would prevent it, then fine. But we also have to bear in mind, there are people that are claustrophobic, and there are people that, it's really tough. It's a tough thing, and it's something that has just been implemented on people, so it's something that you're not used to, so it's hard, it's really hard, and people have to understand the human natures of that. In regard to the wardens, at the end of the day, it's employment, you know, for, you know, as little as it may be for the amount as into how many people it employ, but you know, it's employment, you know, so I support that, you know, but I don't know if they'll be able to stop or prevent anything. I don't think they would be able to, you know, but that's what I think, you know. I think the Alepuba is finito.
COVID-19 has really robbed us of our freedom overnight. This pandemic just sprung out of nowhere, and we are still left to grasp the effects of COVID-19 on this entire planet. With regards to wearing the mask, I understand the significance. However, I do feel most times that it is very restrictive, but in the same breath, I understand that due to protocols and due to us taking care of ourselves better, we are required to wear the mask. With regards to the wardens, I find it to be a very unfortunate situation that the government actually had to employ individuals to basically chase after people and, you know, encourage them to wear the mask. That should be something that maybe if we understood the effects of not wearing the mask more, that should have been something that could have been avoided. Okay, but in the same breath, I am happy. I feel like they are doing a good job. I also feel like I am encouraged when I see them at the schools and walking around the community. So I think their presence is merited, and I'm hoping that a lot of them can actually move onto a higher level in the police force and whatnot.
The wardens are doing a great job. The only issue that I have with them is when it comes to the approach. I believe they need more training when it comes to approaching people that do not have a mask. I know it's mandatory right now to wear a mask, but you know, we human beings, some of us will never listen. So what I believe is the approach. That's the only issue I have with them, but they are doing a very great job when it comes to persons wearing their mask throughout the day and while they're on the street. I believe they're doing a great job.
I think the wardens are doing their job to a certain extent, asking persons to put on their mask and whatsoever, but I don't think they're doing it effectively, because serving the Royal Central Police Force, you're supposed to be warning the community as well and not make people afraid of you. And people only wear the mask when they see them approaching. You don't make them feel like it's a necessity, if you get what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So people will still try. When I see you coming, that's the only time I wear my mask. And when after you leave, I take it off. They're doing a good job per se, but they need to be more with the community and to tell them about the risk of not wearing the mask, opposed to coming and saying, put your mask on. Because that's the only time you will see me telling me to put my mask on, and then later on nothing else.
The thing is, everybody thinking the thing is fake. The thing is pretty much real. Because I was spoken to quite a few nurses and said it is real. I spoke to somebody just today, and she's trying kind of she's playing the seats, right? She had the virus, and it's see. You don't want that. Wear your mask. It is not easy. Your body cannot even find anything. You feel weak when you cough in your chest, it's in you. We never witnessed that. So for us, it's fake. The few cases they had, probably they were carriers, or probably their body was stronger. So when they come up and say, we had done nothing, we right away thinking, okay, nothing not real, but it is real. I think that the ones are doing a good job. But nobody likes somebody that is doing their job. I have nothing against the one. One, government gives somebody employment, the same way I went to bread. Probably who knows how long these people have been at their home sitting down without a job, right? All they have to do is just enforce the rules better. Come to me. We understand all the time. Let me speak to you about COVID. You don't think COVID is easy? Like we were saying, educate us about COVID. Because I had a whole 2 weeks of training. I barely told you about COVID and this and that and whatever. Tell me about COVID. So because they have certain things that you would know, I wouldn't know. So you tell us about COVID and then you're going to say, you know that's true? What if I can't breathe? What if I die? What if this? What if that? We'll take it serious. When you come and tell me, your mask, I'll just do that. As soon as you leave, I'll put it back down. The same thing we were saying. Simple things alone. Simple. And when they call it open like bad boys, like they're radio business.
That's what it is.
I don't know fool them.
The power
The power should have a power too. Because if you can't enforce something at your parents' or your people's business places, you can't enforce anything. The man who is a warden, he never told me wear a mask. He sold for me without a mask. You see? Which means anybody can go at your business place or your people's business place without a mask. Yet when you're on the street, you're telling me, wear a mask. You have to. COVID is a serious thing. Now, we, the youth, have to educate the people and not encourage them to do magic. It has to start with me, it has to start with you, it has to start with Rick, or Zinel, and then the children will follow.
For me, I ain't gonna lie, the reason for me I doesn't really wear my mask in my community, because for me, that's the safe space. Because if there was a mass spread of COVID within this community, you would have found out already.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Cass streets, and slurry now getting spread, getting cases one after the other, Blackberry, Few Forks, Denry, Rosalie, Curry for me.
There's a lot of things. Something like everybody have to shift to countries because Slurry has to free up and now countries do have. So everybody have to come and stay in countries.
Yes, because countries people do not really, they rarely leave the village. So they're not going, you're not seeing everybody going, it's one people that people are working out.
The people are working out of calories as two people. I would say
yeah, not so, but they don't really mingle.
They don't really
They don't really mingle.
They don't really mingle.
The only people that are really mingle is the kids from school.
Yes, that's it.
But after that, anybody that working in town, you just hardly see them. So that is kind of contained within this last night.
I have to say,
it's not a.
We bless countries.
It's so true. That's right away. So I started talking about
We just have to cross the border.
Exactly what I was saying.
And the mask. Wearing the mask.
There are people that sick. Not everybody that could wear the mask.
And what about the wardens? You think the wardens is doing a good job?
The wardens?
Yeah.
Oh, they're very dangerous and hypocrites.
Oh, yes.
What you mean by that? They have their people?
Yes. Some of them do their work properly. If one person have to do it, everybody have to do it.
Amen.
This virus demonstrates them things don't come there by themselves, you know. Alright? So our body will not be able to fight that. The vaccine them man giving is more problems than man put in. You'll see how much people will see by the hospital right now because of them masks. The masks are killing you just now.
I can't wait to be COVID free and wear your mask. Wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Always wear your mask.
Wash your hands. Keep safe.
Some people may believe and some people may not believe. But whatever the case is,
We still have to follow protocols.
Sanitize. Wear your mask. Social distance.
stay safe. Corona. Take a back seat. Take a back seat. You interfere with my personal life. Yes.